We are Dana Kostas and Dan Simon. Dan is the founder of Simon Mediation. He specializes in transformative mediation and has extensive experience in working with families, communities, and organizations. Dan, today we're going to give a brief description of the agenda for a transformative mediation training we are planning to bring and promote in Europe.
The training will teach folks the theory and practice of transformative mediation, and we will start with really gaining some deep insight into what it feels like to be in conflict by reflecting on our own experiences with it. And we will take from that the universal aspect of the experience of conflict, which, spoiler alert, has to do mostly with the feeling of both being victimized and out of control and helpless, and the feeling of being alienated from this other person who we just can't understand where they're coming from. So we kind of get in touch with that experience, and then we talk about, therefore, what would it mean to get to a better place in that experience? What would it look like? And we talk about the concepts of empowerment and recognition, which are kind of the core concepts of transformative mediation. By the end of the course, people will feel very competent to help others with their conflicts. And of course, it also will help people have some more clarity about how they want to handle their own conflicts.
Can you talk a little bit about how do conflicts in the workplace need to be resolved? Workplace conflict needs to have a lasting agreement set into place that changes behaviors as well, because those two people or those two groups of people within the company still have to keep working with each other.
That's right. So the last thing you would want to have happen if there is a dispute between two people who work together is that you work out an agreement that they are both resentful about. The resentment in the ongoing relationship can do a lot more harm even than the first little dispute did. And so people are often aware that they are going to need to figure out how to work together. A good conversation can absolutely change the dynamics, change the vibes, change the relationships so that they're able to work well together. And obviously for the employers, that saves a lot of cost. They have less turnover. They have people who are more willing to work together and people who are more productive as they work together. So that's the reason that a lot of employers have chosen to kind of bring me in when there are workplace disputes. They want not just the dispute to go away, but they want, hopefully, the process to improve the whole work environment.
Who should the CEO or the HR manager select to come to a program like this? Ideally, it would be everybody within the organization. But if it would start at a strategic place, where would it start?
Managers of each department, the people who receive the complaints from their subordinates about each other, and might be in a position to mediate with them or mediate for other departments.
Right. I also think about those heads of departments who have a direct relationship with clients, because many times you have to mediate or you are a part of a client conflict. Even if it's just you and the client, having been through the transformative mediation training, you will know how to respond, how to better respond, how to better be present to that particular conversation.